Hello, and welcome to our channel Pursuit of Wealth. This channel is your ultimate destination for learning about finance and wealth, investing and crypto, informational and educational trends in finance management. If you are someone who wishes to become wealthy and are looking for smart money management options, then we are fortunate to have found each other. Certain communities in the world stick together exceptionally well. Very rarely do we see conflicts or disagreements popping up between these people because they are so good at handling all of this that eventually, if a disagreement even does come up, then it is temporary. When we state the word community, here we are talking about a group of people spread worldwide. Being one of the strongest communities globally, Jews are also richer than most other communities. But what makes them have the edge over other communities in terms of finances and monetary knowledge? Do they conjure up some magic spells that help them get more money? No, they are human, like us, and they follow an entirely different set of teachings. Their way of life and their approach is what keep them united. When a union is seen amongst them, everything falls into place. But money is something everybody wants, even if it's people of the same religious group. That being said, we shall see how Jews are richer than others and what exactly the secret of their financial success is. Concept of wealth. Unlike other religious beliefs that view that being poor would make you a more righteous person, Judaism doesn't believe in this concept. In contrast, it doesn't consider wealth a sign for the believer. Judaism says that every person needs to do their utmost best to avoid poverty and live a good life. Everyone should strive to earn their livelihood. This value leads to a better work ethic, which is why we see so many Jews in the world being successful. Every person in the Jew community has a responsibility they owe to themselves where they will need to study hard, get a good job, and eventually earn wealth the right way. But they don't keep all their wealth to themselves. These people believe in the concept of giving, and they believe that about 10 to 20% of their wages should be given to charitable and religious causes. Charities are made to support weak people on their footing and need a platform to build upon. Charity certainly doesn't give people in the Jewish community authority to become a burden on their community. Other sources of wealth. Ever since the Second World War, the Jewish community has had problems acquiring land. They weren't allowed to do so because anti-Semitism was at its peak. They couldn't acquire any land in Europe, and even before the Second World War, this instance was maintained. That didn't stop them from making wealth using other ways. Jews found alternative ways to build their wealth outside of owning property as they became successful merchants and traders. Even today, their industries have a massive footprint in many countries. This managed to create an excellent backdrop for the Jews because they knew that if they ever migrated, they did have enough wealth on their hands, allowing them to settle safely anywhere on the globe. Interest factor. Christians couldn't charge interest in the Middle Ages, which was a huge drawback, whereas in Islam, interest is considered unlawful and is strictly prevented. For Jews, this wasn't a problem. They could hold almost any kind of financial job and welcomed better job opportunities their way. Having the element of interest in their finances is one of the biggest reasons Jews are financially successful. Jews then became some of the most prominent people in the world after they lent money to people in times of need, most importantly to their people. This is what strengthened their community even further. The success of the Jews was needed and something which they kept on improving in the years to come. Opening of banks. Although the money-lending business was booming well among the Jews, something permanent had to be set up, which propelled Jews to establish banks. Banks that would give Jews preference over other people. This helped them merge their transactions and carry out profitable day-to-day financial operations. The services these banks offered were like any other bank, but they offered a lot of support to the Jews themselves. The Jews, this way, could continue to lend money, and since they had money in their investments, the bank could charge them interest if they had a strong financial background. When they were an oppressed group of people, these financial reforms had to be carried out to help them succeed and build their wealth. However, one thing that was always on their trail was the anti-Semitism. All of this didn't sit right with the people who wanted Jews out and wanted their business to fail. The Jews worked on ideas to improve, whereas people of other faith couldn't stand all of this from happening. Focus on education. It is said that being smart financially comes to a person with an education, and there couldn't be a truer statement for Jews. The Jews are currently the most educated religious group in the world. That pretty much sums up why they are so financially intelligent. The Jewish community receives 13.4 years of schooling on average, and when we head over to the figures of secondary degrees, Jews hold 61% of all qualifications. Not all of these must be business students, but this shows you how education can help people be better in their money-saving and money-making skills. Knowing how the world works and how much money something will require is a skill that is present in abundance amongst the Jewish community. Better education leads to better paying jobs. That is a fact, whether you would like to deny it or not. As soon as Jews graduate from university, the best paying jobs are handpicked by them as per their liking. Union. We've stressed Jews and their unity in the introduction, and we have a separate section for it because the Jews are like none other in their unity. Of course, this comes on the back of years being an oppressed nation and being shut out by other nations. But if they didn't have people from the world, they always had each other. The concept of wealth section tells that these people believe in giving. If they see someone from their community who is struggling, they do not spare a second thought and immediately go on to help them financially and in any other way that they can. Mutually aiding each other in times of need is a part of their lives, and it makes sure that each member of the community is supported to succeed. A little example is that if any Jew opens a new business, then the Jewish people will support him big time. This is to help the entire community bloom. Then, when somebody else has a new venture on another day, the same Jew who had his business will come and support their brother or sister. This is how firmly knit together the Jewish community is. A vital part of Jewish law also states that poor people are to be respected and protected at all times. This sense of unity keeps the entire community together and has helped the Jews face even the most challenging times together by supporting each other financially. The idea isn't just to have all the wealth in the world, but when someone needs it, it should be given to them without any second thoughts. If you're wealthy, then learn to give. Nobody practices this better than the Jews. Good religious business practices. The religion of Judaism focuses on just business practices. That isn't just in business and areas involving money. Be it leaders, philosophers, teachers, guides, or writers, their religion instructs them to never go towards dishonest practices and ideas. These practices will rot the entire community from its core. This is because if one person starts with it, other people eventually become a part of it. Any deception or swindling against a consumer is something that is termed as Onnaa, which translates to oppression. When this is done with the consumer, it is seen as if their freedom is being oppressed. This is the very reason why Jews are considered to be such incredible business partners. They do not believe in the concept of dishonesty, which is why you would never have a Jew making a business deal with you and not turning up to it. Excellent and basic business practices like these improve people and their businesses, which is why Jews have such a wealthy life. Their honesty and integrity are second to none in terms like these, which needs to be appreciated about them. How can we learn from Jews? These practices of Jews are something we can seriously look into and integrate into our lives. They have been so successful with money over their years because these practices are the essential practices that exist. Yet, other religions do not bother to implement them, apart from a few exceptions, such as Islam not allowing interest in finances. But overall, the Jews are a great example of how a community should be kept together and how it can bloom financially. Having good business practices by religion is highly important. Banks should begin integrating this because when an institution starts with something, people eventually adopt the habit and tell other people to do so as well. These business practices will be of massive help, and they are what will help us improve financially. Plus, honesty needs to be a key player here. If there is no honesty in business and wealth, then there is no point in pursuing business opportunities. Don't get your hands in the same basket as people who aren't straight up with you from the first day. Rather than put your hard-earned money at risk, avoid coming into a business relationship with dishonest people because their businesses don't last for long either. Finally, the communities that we live in need to be united. Unity helps people cross mountains, and before it's too late, we all need to realize this if we're a part of a community. Being united with people in your community helps everyone to grow. Growth needs to be a norm in life if we all need to move forward. Some of us can do so, but some people need our support. Be sure to give them the support, be it financially or in any other way if it means. Being the most educated people in the world, it would be safe to say that the Jewish community has learned well from its mistakes, along with the impression it came across in the past. These people realized a long time ago that wealth and power are key tools to live in this wretched world. As they build their wealth, the latter will arrive in due time. The most we can learn from Jews, because if these practices continue, then all the wealth might end up in their hands. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and press the bell icon for more amazing content about wealth management and finance-related videos. Success is coming your way. Keep your doors open. See ya till the next time.